Alright, with the messing around with the units that I'm done, and also, by the way, yes, I did notice that I used the stats for the pirate lookout in place of the stats for the pirate gunner. I fixed that. Hopefully you read the comment, or first thing in the description. Or maybe I'll even put a thing in the video, but regardless, let's continue. This is how you actually transform it into a deck. Now, I do have decks pre-made already. If you do what I did and export and overwrite the cards that you have already done, if you want to do that, of course, it's maybe even a better idea to always keep your old versions of cards. Maybe put a date on them or a version number or something so you always remember what you had done already. But for me, since I'm uploading it right to the workshop, I think it'll be fine. So these are the cards I have right now. And what I was thinking about doing is filling this list instead of just more of the same cards, filling it with the new cards that I just made. Although not necessarily for Green&Blue, but definitely for the pirates. Oh, no, that's not how we do things on this channel. And welcome to how to make a card game and upload it to the Steam Workshop of Tabletop Simulator or something like that. We'll figure out the title later. But I am the one, and we're carrying on for the last video where I already said the things that I already said because I am tired. So when I accidentally jumped ahead of the gun of myself on my intro, that was terrible of me. I'm sorry. But anyway, so like I was saying before, if you want to start a new deck, you go here, new deck. Sure, that's fine. And then you start putting stuff in it. Add cards. Pirate Chem. As you can see, you got room to up to 70 cards. However, most decks lie around between 60 and I guess 39, 60 and 40. So you might want to stay around there for our card game. So that's all you do. If you want to move the card around, you just click and drag. However, the system does have interesting flaws. You can find this, by the way, by going here. Going to your Steam library. If you don't know how to get from that point, by right-clicking, you go to the store. You go to the store. Then you go to your library. Then you go looking through your list of thousands of games that you have. I only have hundreds, but yeah, that's the thing. Then you go to properties. Then you go to local files. Then you go to browse local files. Then you go to modding, deck builder, and right there you can make a shortcut by right-clicking, create a shortcut, or copying, and then paste the shortcut. That's what I did. So let's get this back down, get out of here. So that's how you do that, but let's have something I pre-prepared, which, by the way, there is no way to put multiple cards to the same card, unfortunately. You do have to do the spammy click thing, which is, I'll show you in a second, because I doubt we'll get away with it today. But anyway, let's go to the pirate deck. Let's zoom in real close like. So let's see. Yeah, 3 pirate captains shall remain. However, the thousands of mates we don't really need. The first rate stay. Okay. How am I going to do this? Because there are just so many pirates. I guess we can take a chunk out of... yeah, let's take out 4 of these cards. So we're going to right-click. We're going to delete. Use the delete key, use the delete key, use the delete key, use the delete key, use the delete key. Then we're going to go to our new cards. Add cards. They're in G&B, aren't they? That's a thing. Ignore that for a second. By the way, you can move car... Yeah, replace. Yeah, definitely replace, actually. There we go. So now we're going to put... Now we're going to start a Power Gunner. Now for a fast way to do this... How about 3 Power Gunner? And 2 lookouts. Alright, actually we might want some more of them. Because that's not a lot. Only having 3 Power Gunners and 2 Power Lookouts is not a lot. Especially in this deck. So let's have fewer first rates and replace them with actually let's keep the consistency. Shift them over. And let's have 4 of each of these cards to start with at least. So a Power Gunner. And 2 Power Lookouts. I can control A to get into this faster. There we go. Now we got 3 Power Gunners. I mean, now we got 4 Power Gunners and 4 Power Lookouts. We can have more Power Lookouts, I think. Power Gunners should be limited because they're really powerful. Power Gunners should be a bit more... actually, if you get Power Lookout after Power Lookout after Power Lookout, that would be a problem. Because they are that powerful. Same with Captains. I worry about Captains, Power Lookouts, and Power Gunners. If I was playing against the Pirates, I would worry about them, and I'll be extremely excited if I was the Pirate who got those cards. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that a lot. So save deck. I should not have saved it as 2. My bad. Save as. Actually, yes, this is 2. Never mind, this is deck 2. Never mind, this is deck 2. So I should override it. But anyway, open deck. We're going to look at G&B deck now. G&B deck doesn't need more variety, but I do want it. So we're going to replace 3 of these. I'll definitely replace 2 of these. Actually, technically, okay. Let's have this world be what we be GAB peacemakers or GI peacemakers. And these will be Dove micro UAVs. And we could have one more heavy peacemaker, because they come up so rarely. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's because there was only 2 of them. That's why they came up rarely. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 4. There's 4 now. Okay, that's fine. Now we save deck. And we keep these open. Just close. Yes, close that. No, I don't want to save. And that's your deck. I mean, and that's how you make a card deck for Tabletop Simulator. And that's also how you kind of make a deck, also in person. I'll show you how to make a printed version as soon as it gets me to my printer. But as soon as I get something in my printer and kind of, well, after I make my first deck myself, I'll come back and make a video and how to do it. But anyway, so yeah, be right back. This probably is going to be its own series now that I think about it, separated from their story, the card game gameplay. Yeah, definitely going to be a separate series, but had be in the description of that series. But anyway, so be right back. Oh, one last thing that I forgot to do: you need to export your cards in order for you to actually have your cards in Tabletop Simulator, which, by the way, you can export directly to a Google Drive, Cloud Upload, Dropbox, or Imager, depending on which service you prefer or have an account with. Or you can directly upload to Steam when you upload to Workshop. So don't worry about this. In order to not upload an image, you just not have that checked. Hit max deck size to ensure that you're uploading to the correct standards. Overwrite the PNG. Open your other deck. Export. So yeah, you can clone your deck too, which will allow you to save. Especially for your versions, just to make sure you don't lose your old versions of your cards. But anyway, I'll see you in game. Alright, we're back. So we're in Tabletop Simulator, which can be found on Steam for around $20. Link in the description, of course. It's really good for just playing random games online with your friends on PC. It is a premium game. There is a paywall to it, but it's not that bad. And if you can find the utility in it, you find utility in it, and it allows for a lot of varied games. But today, I am just showing you how to actually do just cards. So if you want to see me figure out want to see me do a tabletop simulator tutorial, link in the description to the first gameplay video of when I played my game, because that's when I actually showed off how to actually use this nonsense, because it is a bit nonsense. But to start with, in order to create a deck, you go to Objects, Components, you go to Cards if you like, and select Custom Deck, or you can go to Custom and select all your custom components. This may be a bit overwhelming at first, it was for me, but just simply go to deck, place it there, right click, or it just comes up automatically. We're going to use Hex because why not? Well, why not? Because I want to make sure I know which deck is which. And then we can go to Face. Face is the actual cards you'll be using. So we go to where we save the deck, which is down here. It's a PNG file. We don't want to go to cloud because we're not doing that yet. We're going to go to local. Save it on face. The back is whatever you're using. The back is whatever you're using for just the picture. You can select literally anything for this, but we'll go with GMB card back. You want it to have it. You want it to be in the same likeness as your card. Local. By the way, cloud. The difference between cloud and local. Local remains on your machine, so it's good for just playing solo, keeping those secret corporate files away from corporate espionagers, corporate spies. But besides that, when you don't much care about that nonsense, it allows you to mess around with your game privately and then show it to the world when you're ready with the Steam Workshop. More allows you to play with family and friends only if you just want to make the game for your family and friends just on your local system. Unique backs will, I believe, give each card a different back, using the same template that you use for the face cards. So you do the exact same thing with the face cards, except you use their backs instead. Width and height depends on how they will show up differently in the game world. Number of cards. Again, most cards are 60 to 40 size. Ours is 39. Don't get that wrong. If you go over, then you'll have blank cards. If you go under, then you have no cards, or you have less cards. Import. Bam. As you can see, it looks weirdly because they're hex cards, but that's what you get. Now you can shuffle with R or hitting the shuffle button after right-clicking. Actually, X cards work pretty nice for my game, except you can't really hold them very well. And I want to have a more traditional card game. And now we see if we can get one of the new cards. It should work, though. And the only way to check is by playing the game, of course. Or, in real life, you could just see what you put in your deck. Because you could open it normally, you don't have to actually lay it out like this. But there you go. So let's put them all back by flipping them over. You flip cards with F, by the way. You would not believe how long that took me to figure out. And as you can see, you can only stack them if the back is facing up. Now I want to delete. You can also name things if you like. Now we're going to do it for the real deal. Well, browse local files, upload this to the cloud. Make sure it's 39. I played a game with it at 36 and still won. That was when Green and Blue was overpowered. Pirates were overpowered before, or at least they were very even. They were very even before, but the Green and Blue became overpowered. So we'll see in the next test game, play test, what they actually are, or if the Pirates are now powered. But yeah, it's the classic. It's the classic game of back and forth. Alright, and now you're ready to upload to the Steam Workshop. How you do that is by going to modding, Steam Workshop upload, type in your title, type in your description, type in your workshop thumbnail. You have to do this, by the way. So what you can do is, if you have the video, just if you have whatever screenshot software you have, just screenshot it with, just take a screenshot and then upload it, or you can make a fancy thumbnail if you like. But I prefer showing actual gameplay footage for my workshop uploads and my YouTube uploads as well. And then you can also do your tags. As you can see. But I believe my game is low complexity, I think. This comes with rules too, I guess. Alright, so I'll upload it to Steam Workshop on my own time after I playtest. Always playtest your games before you upload them anywhere. At least once. Just to get a feel for the game. And if you like it from the first go, you like it from the first go. But I would recommend, if you're not doing YouTube, if you're going on your own time, playtest, 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 playtest. I will not be... I only plan to release this game in a year. As you can see, if I can do the arts really quickly, I can release it basically this month, in July of 2020. I'm not going to do that, but I can. So I'm gonna refine it over a period of time in between now and a year, and upload it when and sell it when I feel like it's at its peak. When it can't get any better and it can't get worse. Basically, refine it to a T. But until then, we'll have the workshop. You can download this at the workshop in the link below. So I'll upload this video after I have uploaded the file and after I do the playtest. And yeah. Alright, that'll be the first video. Thanks for watching, and I guess I also appreciate if you were checking the stuff on the screen. Such as their Story Life over 24 days, my first book. It's a near future science fiction action adventure war novel where we follow the 20 references to missions to maintain perfect world they've built the last 15 years. It's what inspired this. It's what this card game is based on. Also, you can check out my Deviant Art, which is where you can find pixel arts like the ones you saw on the cards, and where you can actually find the cards as well. So I'll be uploading them to my Deviant Art over the course of the upcoming days. And yeah, you can also support the channel with Patreon, or by buying prints on my Deviant Art, or by buying the book. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.